Welcome to the Busy Signal. My name is Jim, and this is my retrostalgic 80s, 90s, and early 2000s podcast. This show aims to salute all the stuff from back in the day that is now extinct or quickly going that way. Here we go, the Busy Signal, episode 35. How's it going, everyone? Thanks for tuning in. We've had episodes on the 80s and 90s snacks, so now it's time to dive into discontinued delights of the new millennium. The junk food that we all indulged in back in the day that left us almost as quickly as it arrived, really. And let me tell you, we lost some good snacks. So let's get snacking. In 2007, Oreo took what essentially is a whoopie pie and called it an Oreo cakester.
Really, Brian?
What?
Come on, buddy. You know the dunking is for Oreo cookies only.
Dad, this is the Oreo of snack cakes. Oreo chocolate, soft Oreo cream. It was made for dunking.
If dunking Oreo cakesters were acceptable, there'd be a song about it.
There is.
Ice cold milk and an Oreo cakester.
No, that is not. No, that is wrong. I'm not listening to that. That is not how it goes.
Dunk or don't dunk. Choose your side.
Not sure what a whoopie pie is? It's 2 round pieces of cake with a sweet cream filling. It's a completely American confection, really, but the origins are a little murky. The states of Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, and Virginia all claim to be the birthplace of the whoopie pie. Doesn't matter though, really. Oreo cakesters seemed pretty popular until they were discontinued in 2012. And then over the next 10 years, fans of the big fat Oreo poured in letters to Nabisco pleading for them to bring it back. And they got their wish in 2022. The Oreo cakester made its triumphant return. So I challenge you, and I will accept this challenge myself. Go to your local Amish market, get a whoopie pie, then grab an Oreo cakester, and let's see what you like better. Because I'm just saying, whoopie pies were never discontinued. Not all discontinued snacks get resurrected. We know this. And in 2003, Hershey's introduced a very unique treat with a very familiar shape. And I'm trying to figure out how to describe this product, Hershey's Swoops. Like if you know it, you know it. But if you don't, it's a very thin piece of chocolate and it came in a plastic cup. And there were 3 plastic cups to each package. And the shape, as I mentioned, is a very familiar shape. There's no mistaking this shape. These chocolates were shaped like Pringles. That's just what it is. They were Pringle chocolates. Not with chips in the middle. It was just full chocolate, solid chocolate, but shaped like Pringles. Are you picking up what I'm putting down here? They were chocolate-shaped Pringles. It was odd, really.
New Swoops from Hershey's. Irresistible curves that are bending the rules on how to eat chocolate. Swoops from Hershey's. It's swooping the nation.
They were good, but really they were pretty thin pieces of chocolate. And when you do the math on that, what you paid for really was packaging. For the amount of swoops that you got in each cup times 3 packages, if you did that math, you probably could have bought a few chocolate bars, like with some substance and some peanuts and some caramel and something, and you would have been way more satisfied than these swoops. It was a cool idea, and they did come in several varieties. They came in like Almond Joy, Reese's, Hershey's chocolate, and York peppermint patties, but they really didn't last long. And anyone who was a fan of these potato chip-shaped swoops will tell you they left us far too soon. They swooped right out of sight in 2006, just 3 years after their introduction, never to be seen again. And just like Oreo cakesters, we've seen a lot of discontinued foods make a comeback over the last 10 years or more. Some for the long term, like Trix Yogurt, Oreo cakesters, and Dunkaroos so far, and then some for the short term, like Ecto Cooler or my beloved Surge, where they come back but just for a limited amount of time. Most of these comeback snacks were brought back by the company that initially produced them. That's not the case with this next item. Altoids are known for their curiously strong mints. But there's a large base of people who also recognize Altoids as having once been the makers of a legendary hard candy, Altoids Sours. They came in 5 flavors: tangerine, apple, lime, mango, and raspberry.
Theo and his science class are testing what makes sour things taste sour. Curious, Theo wonders if there might be other compounds to test. Maybe Gilbert, the class guinea pig, could be used in testing for sour. There you go, little fella. Hey, good work, Theo. Scientific evidence of Altoid's curiously strong citrus sour flavor.
These sours entered our lives unannounced in 2001 and left us heartbroken in 2010. Supposedly due to declining sales, but I suspect foul play. Seems sus to me. Either way, the people have cried out for Altoids to bring back their sours for over a decade. And in 2024, the people were once again reunited with their candy. Just not from Altoids. Iconic Candy LLC is known for its nostalgic, retro-style candy. The company acquired the rights to the old Altoid Sours recipe and delighted many by bringing the sours back to life. Obviously, they can't call it Altoid Sours any longer, so they renamed it to Retro Sours. And it comes in very similar packaging to the old Altoid Sours, so it's really cool looking. It was released in September of 2024, exclusively at Cracker Barrel's Old Country stores. I haven't tried them yet, but I definitely think I have to make a trip over to Cracker Barrel, hit up that store, and see what I think. Have you tried them yet? Let me know if you think they're as good as the old Altoid Sours used to be. Hit me up in the comments section on Instagram at BusySignalCast. Sometimes food items just disappear, and it leaves you wondering why. Like, that was the best thing ever. Why would they kill it? Why is it gone? Who didn't like this? And then other times, food disappears and no one ever notices. It was just that forgettable. Doritos is known for some tasty chips, am I right? Nacho cheese and Cool Ranch are pretty much legendary. And over the last 25-30 years, they're known for making some pretty extreme flavors. In 2003, Doritos released what I think would have been nothing short of a home run: Doritos Guacamole Chips.
Introducing new Doritos Guacamole Chips. The bold hit of guacamole and hint of lime. You just gotta try.
Call an ambulance!
Freshman.
Gotta get Doritos.
I mean, it just makes sense. The problem is, they just weren't very extreme at all. They weren't really spicy. I mean, guacamole's got some spice to it. I guess it didn't have enough oomph. They were green. I will say that. They were green like guacamole. It was a cool color. But really, it wasn't any surprise that the guacamole chips lasted about 3 years, and by 2006, they ghosted. They were gone. And most of you probably don't even remember them. Another very short-lived snack from the aughts was Kellogg's Yo-Gos. The difference between Yo-Gos and Doritos Guacamole is that people remember Yo-Gos. There are petitions online with tens of thousands of people wanting their chewy fruit candy covered in a yogurt shell back. Yo-Gos came out in 2005 to a pretty good reception.
The time has finally arrived to reveal a totally new kind of fruit-flavored snack, bursting with colorful yogurty colors. Introducing new Yo-Gos from Kellogg's, with a taste that's creamy on the outside, fruity chewy on the inside. They're every bit as vivid in your hand as they are in your mouth. New Yo-Gos from Kellogg's, the taste that's cooler in color. Now in the fruit snack aisle.
The only problem was, it came out at a time when obesity in this country was really being looked at as a problem. What's that got to do with Yo-Gos? Well, the sugar content. One Yo-Go serving was over half the recommended sugar one should consume in a day. So the thought is that health concerns may have been a factor in driving Yo-Gos off the shelf in 2010. So, if you're one of the many Yo-Gos fans still looking for a fix, word on the street is that Welch's has a snack that could scratch that itch. Just with less sugar and some vitamins. Just saying. So far, I'd say we've explored some pretty eclectic snacks here. And this one's going to be no different, as a matter of fact. I'd be willing to bet that most people remember the ads more so than the candy it promoted. There was a buzz in 2007 when Starburst released Starburst Berries and Cream Chews. But it wasn't for the new flavor, really. It was for the incredibly weird and slightly disturbing commercial. The jingle was super catchy in the most annoying way possible. It was literally a small man in a weird outfit with an awful haircut, dancing and singing about berries and cream in front of two random dudes with understandably quizzical looks on their faces. So I warn you, I'm going to play the audio from the commercial. If you don't want to hear it, you can skip ahead about...
You tried these berries and cream starburst?
Pardon me? What kind of starburst did you just say?
Berries
and berries. Berries and what else?
And cream.
Berries and cream! Oh, hurrah! Berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. Berries and cream, berries and cream. Oh, I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
If you thought that audio was weird, YouTube it. It's something to see, and you'll probably be sorry. See, I've spent this whole time talking about that odd commercial and said literally nothing about the candy. It was discontinued in 2009 or 10. There. All right, everyone, this has been weird. It's been fun, though. We've covered snacks that are long gone and forgotten, and some that are back in one way or another. I will be going to Get Retro Sours at some point. I think I'm feeling up to a side-by-side whoopie pie versus Oreo cakester tasting. What do you say? When I do that, you'll be able to see it on Instagram at BusySignalCast. I'll also be sharing all the commercials featured in this episode. So make sure and drop something in the comments, like a hello, a funny anecdote about one of the weird snacks we just talked about, anything. You'll also want to slap that follow button too while you're there so you don't miss your daily shot of nostalgia. Recently on Instagram, we have covered a whole week of old school cookie commercials and bubblegum commercials. So don't miss that. If you've stumbled on this little retro podcast by chance and liked it, subscribe on Apple and Spotify. And while you're there, leave a 5-star rating and a positive review. I'll read all your comments and reviews on a future episode, just like I'm about to do now for DBD Beaver, who reviewed our last episode, Old School Words and Phrases. They write, I remember using carbon paper. It was messy correcting mistakes. I actually remember all the phrases you hit on in this episode. You always do great research. I'm loving listening to your podcasts. That is incredibly kind of you, DBD Beaver. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying. And that's what I call another certified rad review. Everyone, go get some retro sours. Go get some Oreo cakesters. You never know. They could be discontinued at any time. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you later. Once again, I'd like to say thanks for listening. And as always, you can listen to The Busy Signal everywhere quality podcasts are streamed. Hit the subscribe button to have a new episode delivered directly to your favorite device every other Friday. If you really like the show, leave a 5-star rating or a positive review on Apple and Spotify. That lets everybody else know to come check out what you already think is awesome. You can also head over to Instagram and follow the show at BusySignalCast for even more retrostalgic content. I share a good amount of fun stuff that isn't mentioned on the episodes. While you're there, say hi in the comments. Don't be shy. And until next time, remember, reach out and touch the past.